Okay, welcome to an abbreviated version of Getting Busy. Remember, when you come in, please hit that like button, hit that share button. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's YouTube at Bizcutt, Bizcutt, where we talk about Cowboys over here, America's team. That's right, I said it, America's team. So anyway, welcome to Getting Busy, and let's get busy. Well, I hope you guys come in and say hi to me at least. You come in, you leave, and it is what it is. Anyway, I got an inbox a little bit ago by a good buddy of mine. Him and me, he's been carrying on for several years over football. He's an Eagles fan and I'm a Cowboys fan. So you know how good that can go. I got nothing but love for the man, though. He's a good guy, and but he wanted to talk about this bandwagon. Okay, I've been called that before. And honestly, I can't begin to tell you guys how I became a Cowboys fan because I don't remember. It's like it come naturally. So the only story I can really come up with is my mother telling me a story when I was really young. I guess she told me when I was younger about that she believes how my love for the Cowboys came, like I said, naturally. And it's a gumball machine. Swear to God. This is the story she told me. Now, personally, I can't verify this because I don't remember. But she's no longer here with us. So, rest in peace, Mom. Love you every day. I love and miss you every day. So, she told this story when I was obviously I was still in diapers. I don't remember this story. So, anyway, she had me in the child seat at Kmart, and she's rolling me through with her grocery cart, shopping cart, whatever you want to call it. And we're going through a Kmart. Well, back in the day, they always had you put some money and you get a gumball. Hell, they still got them to this day. You can see them. But there also used to be a machine that you put a little nickel or something in, you get a little prize. Well, she put something in, it came out. My prize ended up being a little miniature Dallas Cowboy helmet in in one of those little bubbles that comes in. And she said from that point on, every time I seen that star, that she thinks that's because that's where I became a Cowboys fan. I don't remember this at all. Like I said, I just do not remember not being a Cowboys fan. I can remember back to winning the Super Bowl in 1976. I can remember that. I remember them carrying Tom Landry off after they beat the Broncos. I remember a Christmas in 1974 that I'm wearing a Cowboys shirt. Well, it actually is like a sweatshirt slash, excuse me, damn thing. Slash, kind of, it wasn't quite a jersey like what we had back then, but it was like, I guess they were, back in the 70s, we used to have these like half long sleeve shirts. They were basically baseball shirts, kind of, but they were hip back in, I guess. But mine said Cowboys on it, and it was a Christmas that I got my brand new bike. Well, I ended up having that bike for several years, even into my I even rebuilt this bike a few times by my hands. But I got it in 1974. In the 1980s, I turned it into a BMX bike and put mag wheels on it. And anyway, I'm wearing a Cowboys hat that day in that picture, and I'm wearing a Cowboys shirt, a Cowboys jersey. So that's two of the things that I had gotten for Christmas that year. So I don't remember not ever being a Cowboys fan. So to call me a bandwagon fan, to me, a bandwagon fan is somebody that jumps on a bandwagon just because the team is good at that point and popular. Trust me, I got a lot of friends that does that shit. They'll jump on the baseball team because it's the hot team at that time, or they'll jump on a basketball team because it's a hot team at that time. I'm going on 30 years of going through pain here, of watching my Cowboys not go to the NFC Championship. A lot of times not even going to the playoffs. That's not a bandwagon fan. That's a bona fide dedicated fan. And that's what I take pride in. I do content on the Cowboys because try to get people's perspective and try to get just get it out there. Some of the things that the fans, and trust me, there's a lot of content creators out there that says the same thing I say. We all say it, basically the same thing, just different ways. And that's trying to get the word out that we want to win and what it will take to win. That's all. That's the whole purpose of this. That's why I do it. Does it matter to Hill of Beans? Probably not. But it's my hobby, and I love to do it. And I love to talk to people. Now, I'm not always going to talk football and Cowboys. I know you guys, a lot of you, especially my local friends, they get aggravated about it. Here's the thing. I don't care. I'm not a bandwagon fan. I will not accept that. But I get why you can be called that, because it's just when I became a Cowboys fan, there was no damn local. There was no local teams. I guess you could say the Bengals or the Bears or the Lions. Cowboys were on TV every single Sunday when I was a kid. You know why? Because they were America's team. And they've always been America's team. I did a show yesterday honoring the late, great Tom Landry on Memorial Day. They became America's team under his watch. Not Jerry Jones, not Jimmy Johnson, not Barry Switzer, and damn sure not Schottenheimer. Tom Landry was probably the greatest coach of my lifetime, and I will continue to say that. He believed in his Christian faith. He believed in leadership, and he believed in hard work. And those fundamentals is what took the Cowboys to new heights. And they were America's team. They were the team of the 70s. No, they didn't win the Super Bowls that the Pittsburgh Steelers won, even though they went to more of them. It is what it is. I just thought I would put it out there that about the gumball machine. I told one other person this once. It was this person was a very very popular content creator. He's the reason why I got into this, and he called me when the day my father passed. I'm sorry, the next day after my father passed, and said, "Hey Jeff, I know you're going through a lot right now, so I just want to call and talk Cowboys with you." So we talked Cowboys of past, present, and future. We spent an hour. It meant a lot. And I'm not going to talk more about that guy right now, but that is, I did tell him the story of the gumball. I thought I'd put it on, and I went through some of my videos. I guess I've never put it out there. I became a Cowboy fan because of a gumball machine. It's according to my mother. Okay, this is my mother talking. I can't verify it, and she can't verify it with us now because she's no longer with us. But she told me this story, and all I know is when we were little kids in elementary, we had our little club, and we always pretended to be, Tony Dorsett or Roger Staubach, and it's just the stuff that kids would do. We get out and play football in the middle of the street. We'd play football in the middle of the street in the wintertime with snow all over the ground. We loved to play football. And we all loved it. And the people, the friends that I had growing up, we were all Cowboy fans. There was no Colts. The Bengals didn't mean shit to us. The Bears didn't mean nothing to us. Cowboys were on TV every single Sunday before the Colts came. Now, when the Colts came, things changed. They're the team that, they started having regional action and all that. And all of a sudden, certain channels would cover these teams. Another channel would cover some other teams. And that just pushed us Cowboy fans out. My best friend / brother, Greg, I call him my brother, but he's really my best friend. We grew up together. He's got an older brother. And he was crazy about the Cowboys and probably still is. I haven't talked to him in a long time. So, but knowing how crazy he was about the Cowboys, yeah. And don't let Greg, and all you guys who know Greg, don't let him fool you. He's been a Cowboy fan his entire life. Yes, he loves the Colts because the Colts are local. I love the Colts. The Colts are local. But, man, don't let him fool you. He has been a Cowboys fan his entire life. There's a reason why he had his number at number 12 all those years. Our childhood hero was Roger Staubach. So don't let him fool you. He's been a Cowboy fan his entire life. He's actually, me and him was talking about going to the game. Him and his wife, me and mine, and his daughter are all going to go to the game together. So he's been a Cowboy fan his entire life. And Greg, if you're watching, I'm telling the truth. Anyway, my buddy Pete came on to inbox me. He's giving me some shit. So he said it'd be a good topic to go and talk about. So here I am talking about it. As far as I can see, I'm live on three channels. So that's Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. So you can catch me in any one of those. I don't do a lot of lives anymore, but I'm going to start going live almost every day from now on. Probably around 7 o'clock. Obviously, I'm I'm late today, but I'm going to start going live, and we'll talk about some Fever basketball. And I will talk about the finals coming up. Congratulations to the Knicks. My buddy on TikTok, DG That Guy Sports Channel. If you guys don't subscribe to him, I suggest if you go give him a follow. He loves to talk basketball. He loves to talk football. He'll talk anything. It's That Guy Sports Channel, man, and he is a big time Knicks fan, and so he's happy right now, and I'm happy for him. But like I've told him, everybody, Knicks, enjoy this right now because the Pacers will be back next year. Believe that. So enjoy it. That's all I can say about that. But the team that, and I'm not ashamed to admit, my favorite player right now is probably Caitlin Clark. I'm not going to lie. I absolutely adore her. I love the game of basketball. If you know me, you know that I grew up in my teens and my 20s playing street ball all over Muncie and all over, basically all over the East Coast playing in those Gus Macker tournaments. I used to love it, man. And I got a Gussie tattooed on my leg. But I love the game of basketball. Always have. We used to every time when we get rained out at work, man, we'd go to this place called Ross Center, and we'd pick up teams, man, from and just man, we get busy. We get busy, and it'd be wars. I mean, best friends going in there, and it'd be wars. It'd be fun, and we put it out there. So I've always loved the game of basketball, and I absolutely love watching the Fever. I adore Caitlin Clark. I absolutely do. I think I've never seen anything like her. So, and the reason why that she gets all this slack and all this bullshit that people say and do to her. It's because nobody's seen anything like her before. They're not used to somebody who can just pull up from half court like it's a damn free throw and just bust it in your eye, because they don't see it coming and they get mad. like this Hayes thing. 37-year-old woman going on social media to cry about a 24-year-old kid. Give me a break, because this girl coming out here just busting your ass. So I've never seen anything like her, and obviously the world hasn't either. So I really adore watching Caitlin. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Usually back in the day, I would laugh about girls basketball. I really would, but it's entertaining. I find it fun, but it is what it is. So I'll be talking about some Fever basketball a lot, and but most of my content is going to be on the Cowboys. I'm a Cowboy influencer, and I hope you guys all come in and watch my videos, and you hit that like button, hit that share button. We're starting to grow a little bit on YouTube, and I appreciate that. It's been a very, very slow. YouTube is so hard to grow on, man. It is. I mean, I've got 40 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm hitting, starting to get close to 30,000 views on YouTube. Because people watch your shit, they'll give you a bunch of likes, but they won't subscribe. On TikTok, I'm starting to grow a little bit on TikTok. I'm almost at 700 followers on TikTok. I'm at 800 followers on Facebook now, and I'm at 300 on Twitter. So my channel's starting to grow a little bit, because remember, I just got started on this, doing this actually as a complete hobby by the end of January. So I wish it could grow a little bit faster. And don't get me wrong, guys. There's a reason why I've never put up my Cash App, because I'm not out to make money at this. All right. If people want to send me a tip or hit me with a super chat, we'll talk. I got no problem with that. But I do this as a hobby for the love of the team that I absolutely adore. The Dallas Cowboys. I want to see them get back to the top of the mountain. I'm ready to see them get back to the top of the mountain. I'm being patient. Who am I kidding? I'm not being patient at all. I get so pissed, because I know that they've had such great teams over these years, teams that should be winning. I mean, during the Romo years, good God, how the hell did we not win one? Now they're in the Dak years. We should have had one. Now we're trying to put Dak together one last time, one great team, so he doesn't go through the same fate as Tony Romo went through. And I think it makes sense. Romo went through. He had a great team in 2007, and then it's gone. Takes him all these years to get to all these mediocre years of going 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, keeping the same damn coach. And I never understood that. Okay, I never understood that. Keeping that same coach all those years, and then finally get a team in 2014, and Romo's broke down. I mean, going in, he was actually good, and he was fantastic in 2014. We just got robbed that year. I mean, Dez caught that damn ball. The whole damn world knows it. And then in 2015, he gets hurt, and gets hurt again in 2016. Well, we know the story. Anyway, I just want to see them just have a complete team, a team that can stop the run, a team that can defend the pass, a team that can tackle. Because the offense way it's working right now, it's probably the best offense I've seen the Cowboys have in about 20 years. The way it played last year, running the ball, throwing the ball, quarterback playing at a very high level. I would love to see that again. Now, I know putting that back to back is tough. It's easier said than done, but I believe. That's because I'm not a bandwagon fan, Pete. You knucklehead. I love you, brother. You know that. But my God. But I did this show to come on and for a few minutes and talk about it and say, no, my story of becoming a Cowboys fan, according to my mom, was a gumball machine. I think, man, if that's the case, what What if a damn Eagles helmet would have fell out of that, man? Oh my God! Would I've been stuck being an Eagles fan all these years? I seriously doubt it. But the Cowboys, it wasn't just me. It was all the kids I went to school with at that time. Just we were all just crazy Cowboy fans, man. That's just the way it was. Little kids all the way through high school, all the way through my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, and now my 50s. Still rooting for that star. And I'm not sorry. Sometimes it's hard. Most of the time it's really hard. I mean, you get so into a season and you're thinking that everything's going to be great, and then you get into the season and things just don't go like the plan. In 2023, I thought the Cowboys were actually from 2021, 22, and 23. I thought one of those teams right there was going to win it all. I don't know how it didn't happen. We can say our quarterback didn't show up for the 49ers 2 years in a row, and I won't argue that. You can say in 2018, I thought they might have done it then. They had a good team then too. They've had some good teams. There's been a lot of good teams. And still we're sitting here not even getting back to the NFC Championship. And biggest problem has always been Jerry Jones, and the whole damn world knows it. It's got to be his way. Like right now. There should be no excuse right now why the Cowboys had to sit and put George Pickens on a franchise tag. There's no excuse for that. I mean, that's $27 million going towards the cap. And if you would have signed him and see what it would cost about getting, you're probably going to end up paying about CD Lamb money. I mean, that's just facts. But you can also hit that towards a signing bonus, and you would cut that cap in half. And you can still build your team. So I don't get it. And the big problems I'm having about the whole situation is that Stephen Jones has came out and 2 days before the draft and said, no, we're not going to sign George Pickens to long term this year. This year he will play on the cap, on the franchise tag. And they're not even going to talk to his agent. And I made a video. That's just bad practice. That's not good. That man came over here last year on a 1-year deal, on a prove it deal, and man, did he prove it. Our star receiver goes down, and this guy was just, oh man. Dak was literally throwing the 50-50 ball, and Dak don't throw the 50-50 ball. He don't. He likes to throw those timing routes. Most of the damn routes he likes to throw is those damn hitch routes. Those have been Dak's bread and butter for years. Then all of a sudden you got Pickens, and he's throwing the ball up high with two defenders on him, and Pickens is coming down with it. Man, that reminds me, that's Dez Bryant shit there, man. That's what Romo and Dez Bryant would do together. So he came on a 1-year deal, prove it deal, and he was he was top 5 receiver in the entire league. With having CD Lamb come back 4 games later and have that 1-2 punch like that. Now I'm ready to see that for 17 games, as I want to see that. And I just think it's just not fair to Pickens. And I get it that Pickens signed the tag. He says, okay, I'm going to play on it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to get him. Even if it's not at Dallas, he's going to get a big contract. If if he has another year like that again, oh wow, he'll probably get $40 million a year, and it probably won't be at Dallas. But I'm going to have to come to that conclusion. So if they should have signed him. They should have talked to his agent and and figure out what will it actually take. We can all speculate because of, what I think it was Puka Nakua is going to get or got, and what JSN got. We can all speculate because if you're a top 5 receiver, and he was a top 5 receiver last year, you're going to get top 5 receiver money. At Dallas, he's considered a number 2 receiver, and that's why this franchise tag is at $27 million, not at $32. Next year, he will be considered if he has a year like that again, he'll be considered a number 1 receiver, and we're looking at $40 million, and it probably won't be at Dallas. So the Cowboys need to do something now. And I would say bring in an edge rusher. I'm not sold on what we've got on the edge right now. I'm not. I'll be the first to admit it. I don't know much about Malachi Lawrence. I watched film on him. It was I think it was November the 9th, 2024. Arizona State versus Florida, Central Florida. And he was going up against Max Iadokor. And Max Iadokor just took him out of the game. He got no sacks. He got no pressures. And, Max Iadokor is a number one draft pick this year, too. I think he went to the Steelers. I'm not real sure. I think he went to the Steelers. But that's the game film I watched. And I'm like, ugh. Because they're, comparing him to D-Law, and he has that pursuit. I seen Max put it to him, man. And I'm not saying that's the way it's going to be, but I'm just thinking, okay, that's what you're going to play against. Game in and game out is a bunch of guys that good, okay? You need to stand out. So I'm not going to sit here and bash the guy because I don't know him. I can bring up my list right here of all the edge rushers that I was interested in February. His name's not on it. And I think my buddy Brandon out there, who was on my live the night the drafted, I thought he was going to go for Allen. C.J. Allen. That's who I thought. He was on the board. But he was on a few other content creators that I watch, very good ones at that, very, very big ones. And he was on their list. So I'm going to go with that and trust their word. I'm just saying the only film I watched, I wasn't impressed. He's up against a number 1 draft pick, and this guy put it just eliminated him from the game, it seemed like. He's a non-factor. But when we got Caleb Downs, that was the first pick we got. I was ecstatic. I knew when the Cowboys traded up and Downs was on that board, I knew what they were going after. They were just making damn sure nobody else was going to trade up to get him. So I was happy about that. But I'm not happy about this George Pickens thing. I think it's just bad practice. And this is the shit that the Cowboys do that makes us fans so mad and get so old. How the hell can 31 other teams in the damn National Football League sign their players and keep their players happy, but we use the franchise tag as a damn weapon? I don't get it. But I hope. I was reading an article from Blogging the Boys, and they're expecting him not to hold out or nothing. So I'm happy about that. Reporters from ESPN says they don't see him holding out. That he probably won't go to these voluntary workouts, but he'll probably show up at the mandatories. I hope so. I absolutely hope so, because I just want this training camp, these mini camps, these training camps to be drama free. That's all I'm asking. And it doesn't happen very often at Dallas. We always have somebody holding out. Last year we had somebody holding in. We had somebody last year we thought was going to become the highest paid non-quarterback in the history of the NFL and be this generational talent that was going to be on our team for years to come. And then we traded him away a week before the season starts.
Kiss my
because he wanted out.
Ass.
Now, I don't know if he really wanted out, because when you see him in these interviews and when he was at the Pro Bowl and running around on that rascal, whatever the hell you want to call it, all he was talking about was Cowboys. So I don't think Parsons wanted to leave. I think he was spouting out to get his money, and the Cowboys said, okay, we can take the money we was going to pay you and get several other players. And that's exactly what they did. So I'm happy that they went that route, because if we can get 3 players and one of them turned out to be the equivalent of a Micah Parsons, and I do believe that could be Caleb Downs. Now, it's going to be different in a different position, obviously. I'd have loved to have had Parsons and Downs on the same team together. That'd been fantastic, man. But one hand shit in the other. We don't have Parsons. Instead, we have a rookie named Malachi Lawrence that I know absolutely nothing about, other than he's a first-round draft pick and he got his ass kicked against Max Edecor. That's all I know about it. Eyes itching. But I wanted to come on, do a little show, and talk to my buddy Pete. Got nothing but love for you, brother. Even though you love them dirty birds. It is what it is, man. He wanted to know the story about how I become a Cowboys fan, and I can't verify it, because, like I said, my mother, she has passed away. But this is what she told me. And so that's what I'm going by. I've said a million times, I don't remember not ever being a Dallas Cowboy fan. I can remember the 70s like it was yesterday, damn near. I remember all the 80s. I damn sure remember the 90s. The 90s were, the whole damn world knew who the Cowboys was in the 90s. But nowadays, the younger guys just don't know what it was like when Cowboys were on top of the world. All the commercials, all the guest appearances on these sitcoms and these drama shows, and yeah, I got a buddy named V Easy. That's what he calls himself anyway. Anyway, Easy, he likes to. He's a big Cowboys fan, and he let me know one time. He's only 24 years old, and he's never seen them win. He's never got to witness it. So he's really a dedicated fan, man. So I'm gonna give him a hand for that. Because he hears it from us older guys that tell him what it was like when they were on top of the world, when all these commercials are coming out and they're going on guest appearances on sitcoms and all the things that they did. It was a great time. I don't know if they does it with all the Super Bowl winning teams. All the obviously Patrick Mahomes is very commercialized. He's all over the place, so I get that. And Tom Brady was too. So was Peyton Manning. I know all that, but it was just always something different when the Cowboys were winning to me. It seemed like. I mean, you'd have guys like Randy White on a commercial somewhere. and that guy wasn't very nice at all. So anyway, I'm going to be cutting it off. Appreciate the few people that came in, and I'm going to be coming live pretty much every night at 7 o'clock. I'm going to try to anyway. I'm not going to be saying something I can't make promises I can't keep. Let's put it that way. But I'm going to try to start going back to being on 7 o'clock at night, Monday through Friday, and a few hit and misses on weekends. We'll see how it goes, and then if it doesn't work out, then I'll start doing my uploads again. I get a lot of good success on the uploads, but I implore you all, please go follow my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that is one hard thing to grow. I'm not lying; it is hard to grow on YouTube because people just go there to watch; they don't go to subscribe. I mean, like I said, I got 40 subscribers on YouTube, and I need to get to 50 so I can start going live and use my mobile device. So, and that would be a big plus too. Anyway, you know what it is. Until next time, we are them boys, and y'all have a good one. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's YouTube at Bizkett, Bizzett. Good night, y'all.